Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Kat and today we're doing a get ready with me using the items from my most recent bi-weekly makeup bag. I will link the video up here if you want to go and watch it, of me putting the makeup bag together and choosing items I want to use for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, this is the look that we end up with. Very glowy, sunburny kind of skin and just like some nice simple orange eyes and a red lip. I love it. So if you would like to see me create this look, chat a little bit, then just keep on watching. Hello, good morning. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me with all of the bits that I just put in my bi-weekly makeup bag. And we're also just going to chit chat. I hope the lighting is okay. As I've mentioned before, I'm in a new space. This is only my second time filming like in front of the camera in this space, and I have a massive window to my left that's got lots of natural light coming through, and I have artificial light on my right to try and balance it out, but it may be a bit funky. I don't know. So yeah, that's all I have to say to begin with. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all well. I'm going to start by putting on my SPF. This is the Bondi Sands one. I was supposed to get the one that's specifically meant for your face, but I didn't. I accidentally got the body one, but to be honest, I know it looks crazy, but I like to put on a lot of SPF. It's actually been working really nicely for me. It's super moisturizing. It makes my face look so glowy and nice, and it works really nice as a makeup base as well. I'm getting fluff all over me, but yeah, I just kind of rub it and then I give it a second and it kind of melts in a little bit. I use my morning SPF is my moisturizer. That is, I don't use a moisturizer as well because my skin does get quite oily through the day, so this does both things. If I put moisturizer on as well, then it can make me really oily. And then while that sinks in, I'm just gonna quickly do my eyebrows. All I do for my eyebrows is some eyebrow gel, and I've been kind of like back combing them and then combing it through. And this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in black. I absolutely love this stuff. Sorry, just moving my light to try and make it a bit better so I'm not so shadowy. Hopefully that's okay. I'm not really sure, I'll be honest. Okay, so today for my foundation, I'm gonna use my MAC Face and Body in C1 because I've got hardly any fake tan on. It's really on its last legs, so I'm gonna use this today to for my base because this is a bit lighter than the Berry M one, but to be honest, they're both very sheer, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I forgot to do my concealer. Whilst that sits there, I'm just going to do my concealer as well, just underneath the eyes. And then if I feel like I want to cover any of my acne scarring, then I will. I've started a new acne treatment. It's from Dermatica. I will maybe make a video on it, but it's got retinoid in it and I put it like just a little bit too close to my eyes and it's flared up my eczema, because when I get eczema I get it around my eyes and it has been so sore, and today is the first day that my eyes don't look really crusty because I stopped using the treatment for a couple of days, and then when I started using it again, I'm putting it over moisturizer so it has like a barrier, and and it's working a lot better, and my eyes just don't look as dry. But I haven't worn concealer, or I mean, I haven't worn foundation in like 5 or 6 days. I haven't been wearing it to work because there's no point underneath my mask, because it ends up just rubbing off or looking patchy. So, you know, when there's a day that I know I'm gonna be on the shop floor and there's not really gonna be a lot of time spent without my mask on, I just don't bother. And I mean, I'm quite happy with my skin at the moment. Like, I still have a lot of acne scarring that I am working at trying to heal, but it's going to take a while, and you know, there's no point in trying to hide it or trying to conceal it because it is there. So I've just been, you know, I've just been letting it do its thing. For my bronzer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Holiday Romance Bronzer from their Bronzer Reloaded line. These are like baked bronzers. They are so pretty. I might actually look into getting a darker shade for when summer rolls around and I'll be wearing fake tan a bit more. But it's so, like, look at that shine, it's so pretty. I love baked bronzers, and I just kind of like tap it in and then I'll blend it out. Yeah, being back at work has been interesting. It's been weird because I went back to work on the 29th of March, and we obviously weren't open to the public. We were just getting things ready to reopen. So I got really used to being at work with no customers and only a couple of volunteers. And now to be open and, you know, there's people, it's really strange. And we were saying the other day, because I work in a charity shop, and I was just getting frustrated because the shop has looked so nice and clean and tidy for weeks, months, you know, and now when people come in, you know, they drop clothes on the floor and they just leave them, or they leave everything in a complete mess and the sizing is almost up, and I was just like, I have not missed that at all, just like constantly cleaning up after people, which is just so fascinating to me, because when I go into shops, like clothes shops, I always put things back, or I'll put things back in like in the size that I found them from, or if I drop something on the floor, I will pick it up. Got a really horrible taste in my mouth and I don't know why. But yeah, that's that bronzer. Isn't it just like so pretty? It's just got a lovely sheen to it and a really nice colour. And then for my blush, I'm going to be using, do I want to use? I think I am. I think I'm going to use Rosé Latte. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so pretty. If I can open it. These compacts are so hard to open. I love them, but they're hard to open. But yeah, this is Fenty Beauty Rosé Latte, one of the cream cheeks. And this is nice because it's not, I have two shades of this. I have Fuego Flush and I have this one. And the Fuego Flush one is very glittery and like it's gorgeous and I love it. But this one's quite nice because it's not glittery. It's just got a really lovely shine to it. Nice dewiness. So I kind of pat it on with my finger and then blend it with my sponge just to get more of a seamless blend between the bronzer and the blush. But it's just got such a nice tone to it. I'm not putting too much on because I'd rather think I'm gonna wait until I've got my eyeshadow on, and then I can see how much more I want to wear, which I'm sure will be more probably. So yeah, that's it for my base. I just think it looks so fresh and glowy and lovely. I really like it. But yeah, I'd love to know if you've gone back to work recently and how you've been finding it, or have you been working through the entirety of lockdown? The first lockdown I worked through at my old job, and the second lockdown I didn't mind too much because obviously it was only a month and I was on furlough for that, and that was really quite nice. It was quite a nice break. But the third lockdown was a lot. I did struggle with that, and I'm happy to be back into a routine, and you know, I feel really productive. But it does mean that now I have to it's hard to explain, because I work 5 days a week. I have 2 days off a week, and usually they're not like consecutive days, they're usually dotted through the week. It means that a whole day off does have to be spent filming, which is fine. Like, I'm fine with that. But filming is like also I wouldn't say it's work, but it's not like it means that there's like days where I can't just like relax, or I can't just go and see friends. It does mean that I have like another responsibility, which is fine. Today's a Sunday and I'm filming today, and mostly because Calvin's going to get tattooed and I can't go with him. This gives me something to do whilst he is out. So yeah, we're gonna move on to our eyes, and I'm not sure what I want to do, because the palettes that I've got in my bi-weekly makeup bag, I've got my Lunar Beauty Moon Spell, which is like this. It's all purples and greens, and there's some neutrals through the middle. And then I've got my spring palette that I made myself, which looks like this. And then I've got my Flair palette from Ace Beaute, which is like grungy colours. So I don't know, I'm feeling something like orangey, because I am going to be filming a like fashion video afterwards. So I don't want anything like too out there, because I want it to all go with everything that I'm going to wear. So I think I'm going to do some oranges. So I think I might pull from the Flair and also from my spring palette. I think I might go between the two of those, because we've got some oranges in here and we've got some oranges in here. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna go and get my iPad charger, and then I'll zoom in and we can do it. I have a really horrible feeling that I didn't film that. I have a really horrible feeling that I didn't film that. So I will just speed you up. So, and I'll finish this eye on camera in case I didn't film this eye, because I am scared that I didn't. So for my crease, I used the Beauty Bay Orange from the 42 Colour Matte palette. And then I deepened it up and brightened it up a little bit with Pumpkin from the Flair palette. And for my lid, we are going to be using 2 shades. We are going to start with this shade here, which is from the Kaleidos Electro Turquoise. This is like a pale, goldy, silvery kind of shade. It's really hard to describe, but you can see it on the front of my lid there. And then we will tap the shade Firefly in the center, and then afterwards I'll go back and kind of deepen up and intensify the orange on the outer corner. I'm probably just going to speed through this because I have already done this, but I'm gonna do a half cut crease with my NYX glitter primer. And then we go straight into the shade from the Electro Turquoise. Pick that up on the brush, and then I'm gonna really define the front of that cut crease there. And then I'm gonna use my finger to fill it in at the front, because it doesn't really pack on well with a brush, but I don't mind that. So yeah, tap in. And that's the shade from the Kaleidos palette, which is just like so stunning. And then I'm just gonna use my finger to do Firefly from the Flair, and I'm just gonna pop that out here and kind of blend the two together. I wish you could see this in the sunlight because it looks so pretty. And just flick off some of the glitter and a little bit of that shade in my inner corners too. And then I'm just gonna go back with the orange from the Flair, the shade Pumpkin, and I'm just gonna pop that in the outer corners and onto the lower lash line, just to intensify. And then back in with the brush that I used with the shade from the Beauty Bay palette, just to hit all those edges and blend it out. I think I am gonna add a little bit more blush now that everything's on. I think a little bit more blush would be nice. So I'm gonna go into, again, my Fenty cream blush. I think I'm just gonna dip the tip of my sponge in, and then I'm gonna use that to apply. I love this blush. This blush is the perfect like sunburny kind of, you know, you've been in the sun all day kind of blush. It's just so beautiful. Okay, and then use my bronzer brush. Oh my god, bronzer blush. No, use my bronzer brush. Christ, just a tap and make sure everything is sort of as seamless as possible. Oh, I got something on my cheek. Okay, now let's do some eyeliner and some mascara. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Beauty Bay Stay Peachy Pastel eyeliner, just to keep my eyes really bright. For mascara, I'm going to use the Lash Sensational from Maybelline. It's just the mascara I have open. I've been enjoying using this when I'm not wearing any other makeup. Like if I'm just wearing mascara, it's been really nice. But as a mascara to wear with a full eye look, it's not necessarily my favorite because you don't get a lot of volume from it. And it's also a fucking bitch to take off. But yeah, we're gonna, this is what's open, so this is what I'm gonna use. I do have another mascara waiting to be opened, which is a mascara I used to use years ago. It was like my holy grail mascara, and I saw it the other day for a couple of pounds. I thought I'll try it again and see if I still like it as much as I used to. Yeah, baby?
So I'm going to use the third tube. I will buy you more, okay?
Okay.
Just because Ben says it needs to be so thick that you can hardly see the skin underneath.
Right.
So I'm going to use the third tube if that's okay.
That's 2 tubes worth?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not...
I think that's as good as I'm going to get from this mascara. So I'm going to leave it there for the eyes. What do you think? I think they're really pretty. I feel like they look so much prettier in real life than they do on camera. I'm trying to really hit that. You can see that sparkle. It's so pretty. For my lips, I'm very tempted to, I feel like each of the lipsticks I pulled for this bi-weekly makeup bag could work. So I've got the memebox Mystery Blur Tint in Mystery Juju, which is like a really nice like brown toned red. That would work really, really well. I've got Apricot Girl from Alden's Eye, which also would work really, really well. And I have Mochalicious from Wet n Wild, which I think also would work really well because it's that like brownie tone. I think I want a darker lip than the lip stain. So I'm gonna try these and see what I think. So this is the Wet n Wild Mochalicious.
Last question. Will you now wrap me in cling film?
Yes, I will. I will wrap you in cling film. Sorry, Calvin was just getting me to cling film him up because he's getting a stomach tattoo and he's using numbing cream. But yeah, this lipstick I think is so lovely, but actually I think it's a bit too purpley for this. I feel like it's a little bit too cool toned. So I think I'm gonna go for the red actually. But I think instead I'm gonna go for Mystery Juju from memebox. Which is, oh, it's just so gorgeous. I like to just do a couple of layers of this because it is a like supposedly like a lip tint, so I like to do a couple of layers just to get it nice and opaque. Isn't that just absolutely divine? And the way it feels, it's so like creamy and smooth, but it's so matte. It's definitely not transfer proof in any way, shape or form, but so it's more like a liquefied matte lipstick than like a liquid lipstick, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this is the finished look all put together. What do you think? Let's zoom out and finish this video up. Okay, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. That'd be really cool. I'm sorry that we basically missed the entire eyeshadow portion for this video. If it didn't film, I don't know just yet. But yeah, that's everything from me. As always, eat good, drink good, take care of yourself, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.